The difference between you and I is because, and a lot of other ladies, but that's not necessarily every single person. I'm pretty sure there are other great people in this world, is that, I came to be a problem solver, a part of the solution. And being a part of the solution sometimes requires you humility, like just doing things that other people may not understand, but things that actually work for your body. James was such a great support to me, and he spent more time, trying to be there for me. And I was there for him. I was comforting him to the best of my abilities. And that's what I want. We want you ladies to utilize your time. Making fun of other women and other people is not going to make America great again. It's really not. It's just going to cause more problems and cause more fights and make people be too embarrassed to get on camera, which we want them to feel comfortable in front of cameras. We want them to talk to us, because obviously we can't reach out to every single person. We can't. The best way to reach out to people is through the camera, through social media. That's how I got a lot of my results, is by getting on camera. So definitely don't worry about your chin hairs, as this lady says.
It's always the chicks with 10 strands of hair on their chin that want to tussle. Settle the fuck down, Anthony Hamilton. The bearded ladies be the quickest to square up. Chin hair swinging harder than their fucking punches. Sis out here with 12 whiskers and a death wish. Not you trying to fight with a goatee, ma'am. Your beard growing, but your patience ain't. Sis got a little under chin lace front and thinks she tough. Bzz. Chin hair long enough to braid, but you're trying to throw hands. If you don't put those 10 strands in a ponytail and relax, beard connecting more than her arguments. Always the ones with a 5 o'clock shadow ready to knuckle the fuck up. Your chin is looking like it's auditioning for a barbershop. Settle down. You ready to fight, but you need a lineup first. She trying to box with a mini Rick Ross starter kit. You better watch your mouth before I go get the fucking clippers and have a party.
And when these black people knock you guys out as a Spanish community because you refuse, because you're running your mouth and nobody does anything about it, that's because we could care less. We could care less because you chose to run your mouth instead of being a part of the solution here in America. And you want to say, sis, this, obviously you're talking about a black girl. Obviously she was talking about me. She's seen my channel somewhere. So regardless to anything, just, when you come to this country from Mexico, wherever you come from, try to be a part of the solution. Don't forget why you're here. You don't want any problems with people in this country. You don't want any problems with the police. You don't want any problems with the community. So if you don't want any problems with the community, police, anybody, just try to be a part of the solution. Don't follow these women's footsteps. Be careful of the women that you date, because they're going to create more problems than solutions, and they target people with mental illness. Those are the people that are desperate. Those are the people, that's what Spanish people do. And I'm not saying every Spanish person is that way, but there's black people that do the same thing, but most of them focus on trying to mind their business if they can. In the hood, it's dangerous. We all know that in the hood, nobody's ever really trying to, get better. They're just so caught up in their problems that sometimes they have to go through some of the worst things in order for them to have that wake up call, like, oh my God, we got to get out of here. This is bad, right? So anyway, so with that being said, just, try to, like, what I do is definitely I've tried to be a part of the solution, even if I wasn't interested in dating James like that from the beginning. He was the one person that when I was homeless and I didn't have anywhere to go, he was right there with me. And he was like, luckily I was a woman, and I am a woman, and luckily he was interested in me, because if he wasn't, I would have died out there. I literally would have died out there. And when a lot of people from Spanish communities come to this country and they start being a problem, acting like other black people, instead of, getting into social work business, social service business, there's a lot to do here in the social service business. There's so much people that have disabilities, they get bullied all the time. There's not enough social workers. But when you spend your time gossiping, talking about somebody's beard, doing this, you're making it hard for us to get through to the people that really need the help, so we can actually give them the support that they need and really get them to be confident, because they can turn into employees. We can turn these brokenhearted people into employees, into workers, so we can have more support, more help in the social service business, right? Social service in our communities. As a woman, I myself, I don't believe in bullying other women. I believe in enlightening them and giving them the proper mental tools that they need, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to carry on and survive, so that they could be so that they can be better for their husband, right? So they can be better for their boyfriends, because we don't want boyfriends to show up being mad at us, being like, well, how come you're nice and my girlfriend don't get it, this and that, or doesn't get it, or whatever. Did you know what I mean? It all depends on the information that's being put out there on the internet, that people are being compensated for being bullies. They're being compensated for doing bad things. And this is making other people think that this is how they need to act in order for them to survive. This is how they need to act in order for them to be paid, in order for them to be successful. No, you have to reward the people that are actually doing good versus uplifting people that are not doing good.